Hi everyone, I'm Jennifer Stone. Welcome to TCM Academy, and today we're going to talk about ethics in acupuncture and TCM research. So why ethics? Why do we have to talk about ethics? Well, for one thing, the NCCAOM, our board certifying agency in the US, requires ethics classes for our certification and recertification. And today we'll talk a little bit about why and why there are international guidelines for ethics training and ethics certifications. The study of ethics falls under the umbrella of philosophy, sociology, and cultural diversity. And it encompasses so many areas. Everything that you can think of has a reason to talk about and study ethics, every area of study. Certainly politics, we can all groove on that right now. Education, sports, ethics in sports. Certainly ethics in research, medicine, business, technology, art. There's an area of art that has to be, people who study art also need to study and learn about ethics, because we have to be good to one another and not steal each other's artwork. Those lines are very thin right now as we've moved into this internet age where so much art is available free online, but people are still making money off of their art. It's their business. But when we have free pirate movie websites where we can get movies for free that we should be paying for on these pirated websites, or art for free, or music for free, it gives us some ethical challenges that we need to talk about. So the study of ethics is everywhere. In our world, we are all so different, and that's why it's natural for people to believe that that ethics is it's different depending on where we live, depending on who we are, depending on what culture we're a part of. Everyone does not think the way they do. When we're young and up until about age 10, we think that the world revolves around us. And we really don't understand that anybody else is there and that anybody else is different than us. And that's why we have to teach kids through children's books why people are different, or that people are different. And we're not the center of the universe. We have to teach our kids when they're about 10 years old that there's other people out there and they think things that are different than the way we do, and that's okay. We have to teach people that it's okay to be different. In many different countries and different cultures, they have different moral compasses. People believe differently than we do. War, ethnic cleansing, and genocide are examples of people believing that their way is the right way and some other way is the wrong way, or their color and their genes are the right genes and somebody else's color and genes are the wrong genes. We need to understand that we are not the same. And in the United States, we are really not the same. And today, we're more divided in this country than we've been in my lifetime. it's very simple to see this nice image of our conservatives versus our liberals. In my world, in my reality, I live in a very liberal, or I live in a very conservative country town, but I work in a very liberal, a liberal city. So people who I see during the day at work are very different than the people who I see at night when I go to one of the kids' football games. What is morally right to one is totally wrong to the other. So this presentation will summarize the ethics and codes and policies of the international guidelines. And this paper is, I believe, the best paper on why we study ethics in research and why it's important. It's on the NIH website. Again, all of my everything that I put up on my presentations is open access and available. You can Google and get full text of everything that I tell you about. So there is an international guidelines of ethical norms in reporting of research data. This paper is something that we should all refer to when having any ethical questions. The NCCAOM has their code of ethics, and you can download it at the NCCAOM website. Everything that the NCCAOM has on their code of ethics is in the international guidelines and code of ethics. So we'll be talking about all of those in more detail.